Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Hashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. And Shalom to the 130 Asherallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. But before losing their true heritage, were known as the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Now, in today's lesson, I want to go ahead and touch upon this GIF that I seen that happened during this false New Year celebration. Basically, this pagan celebration to honor the Greek god Janus, who is the god of new beginnings and endings. Now, this video here, or this image, this news report, the show, this has all been orchestrated. Now, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. I'm gonna start pointing out some very clear things that only become clear once they get pointed out to you. But let's go ahead and first let's go ahead and touch upon the subject of this being the new year that we just passed. First of all, this is not the new year. This is simply just another day. The new year happens in mid-March, which is a time of spring, or we celebrate it as the Passover, and pagan Babylon celebrates it as Easter. Now, let me go ahead and read this. This is Exodus 2:12-2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Now, the Lord is talking about the Passover month, known as Abib, and stuff like that. Or, I'm sorry, Nisan. Also known as Abib in Exodus, but it's referred to as Nisan. These are the different names of the Hebrew months. Now, the months, as the apostles of Great Millstone note, are started by the new moon. The new moon being when the moon is fully covered in shadow. That would be considered the new month. And like it tells you here, it says, the Passover, it commemorates the Exodus from Egypt and the Israelites, Negroes and Latinos, and Native Indians' freedom from slavery to the Egyptians. It tells you here, this is where it was prophesied. This is Exodus 6:6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am Yahweh Baal Hashem Yahweh Shai, and I will bring you out from under the burden of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. And then down later in 12 and 14 it says, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yahweh Baal Hashem Yahweh Shai throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it as a feast by an ordinance forever. Right? And it tells you these are all it starts on the 14th day of Nisan. Again, and this right here, the Passover, marks the new year. Not this, dead of winter, January, where everything is dead. Because again, by celebrating this dead time of the year, you're basically putting that spirit or vibe into the world. Now, these devils, all these, now this image here, when you look at the ground picture here, these are all damn Edomites, right? And this is down there in Times Square, and it's probably, and this is, like I said again, this thing has been orchestrated because let's go ahead and take a look at this and examine something. Now, first of all, let's look at this disgusting couple right here. They're literally having sex, right? Now, at first you don't see it, but, look at these people. Look at the way she grabs his hand. Look at the movements that they're making, trying to play it off. And above all, they're next to a freaking kid, right? But this chick here, she sees it. Look, she's going to notice it right there. She notices it. And see? And what else is going on in this shoot? You have this damn devil bitch here fucking praising Satan by giving the Baphomet and stuff. Not only that, you have, check out this bitch here. Look, one Baphomet, another fucking Baphomet symbol there. Look at this devil right here. Another Edomite devil, who are you so-called white people, throwing up the Baphomet upside down, right? And why does he tell us to go upside down? Because look, what's this right here at the time? 11:34. Turn that upside down. What do you get? Hell. Now, people, this right here is a spiritually breakdown of what this damn scene depicts. Let me read this. This 1 Corinthians 2 and 13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are not spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. And that's exactly what's happened here. You see this right here on ABC, who is one of the biggest demonic powers out there to manipulate people. There's a reason why this witch here stood right here next to this couple, right? When you have these people right here doing what they're doing. Well, the people, at least here, this lady in the front and this couple, right? And even if ABC did not orchestrate this, Satan himself orchestrated this by, power of influence and time and everything, right? He made it so that way these people here would be right here at this time doing the wickedness, that this couple would catch a taxi to be on time so that way they could get first in line. They'd make sure this devil here in the back throwing up the Baphomet, that he got maybe pushed out of line or whatever, so that way he would have to stand in this exact position throwing up the Baphomet sign upside down to mirror the upside down time. This lady over here is doing number 1 and then Satan's Baphomet symbol. This shit is not a coincidence, people. There's a famous saying in the world that says coincidence is just God being anonymous, right? And just as when you have things, little animals under a cover moving around, you could see them and you could discern what's underneath the cover. These spiritual symbols here, the Baphomet symbols, the upside down, this Baphomet being given by this damn Shedamite bitch here, these people here having public sex, while the time basically spells out hell back upside down, because again, these are all spiritual markers that are happening in this world, right? And that's what's happening. This, just like Apostle Tahar said, a lot of this is the year of the Charagma. This is going to be a heavy ass year. A lot of these idiots out here that are celebrating, reveling in this false holy day, because it's not a holy day, it's a holly day, as in the holly tree, right? Because that's what these people are doing. They're basically pagans, and that's the default belief of these Edomites. Again, this is why you have these fucking Edomites all here. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Right? Because the fornicator and the profane person are these devils. These people here who thinks it's slick, to pretend to put on a funny face and look around while you're fucking giving it to your girl in public, right? This bitch who wants to play it off and stuff like that, while she's fucking getting rammed by her fucking her devil of a boyfriend and shit. These people here, they're gonna get what's coming to them, right? Because it tells you here, because again, we are stuck in hell, right? This place here on earth, this is not earth, this is hell, right? It tells you in Tobit 13 and 2, for he doth scourge and have mercy, he leadeth down to hell and bringeth up again, neither is there any that can avoid his hand. And again, I'm not the only person to believe this, right? To think that, to see that this is sex, right? Because when you go to fucking Reddit, where I found this and stuff like that, under the white people gifs, look at this shit, right? It tells you like what these people are saying about this, right? Let's go ahead and read some of their comments. What's worse, having sex on live TV or accidentally making it look like you're having sex on live TV due to the inept dancing? And then it's, they are either really drunk, really confident, or they are just dancing if anyone asks. Yeah. The thing is these people here, it's obviously these people, banging in New Year's Eve on live TV. So this isn't just me saying this. by me fighting this, and then also looking at the spiritual marks, which show that Satan was there in the midst, pushing that image, and that this, freaking reveling. That's what these people do. They're basically reveling in their nastiness, right? And this bitch here, she probably seen it too, right? These people probably seen it, right? But they're not saying anything, right? They're just freaking enjoying the festivities and stuff like that, all while the devil is in the midst of the shit. And of course, why would the devil be here? Because of this, because of the news media, this witchcraft that's being pushed out in the world. So of course Satan would be in this mix. And why do they do this shit? Why do they do public, pushing public sexual acts and the debasement of your soul and all that type of stuff? Because they need to make sure that you sin. Because if you're in sin by, making you see shit like this, making you eat pork, shrimp, celebrating the wrong religions, what happens is that you start going to sleep. But let me read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1:4. For the malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. And that's exactly what's happening. That's why the devil, and that's why these Edomites, who are the physical counterparts of Satan here on earth, that's why they're out here trying to make everybody sin. Because once they lull everybody into sin, or into sinning, then what happens is the majority of people, namely the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, they go to sleep. They go into a sinful sleep or a slumber where they're still awake, but they're not woken up, right? Or as people call it, woke, right? And they don't get the spiritual discernment. They don't get these spiritual signs. They can't see this stuff unless it's pointed out to them, plain as day. And then even so, it's hard for people to believe, right? Unless they got that spiritual discernment. But let me go ahead and read this, because this is ultimately what Esau, who is the so-called Caucasians, or the self-appointed, white man, this is what they're trying to, keep you ignorant of. This is what's coming. Say, this is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief of the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, but manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with a fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because that's what's going to happen when the Lord comes back. This place is going to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles and also the coming chariots of the Lord, which you people refer to as these things as UFOs. But they're basically going to burn up the earth and destroy the current ruling status quo, and instill a new ruling power, the true world order, the world order of the Lord ruling along with the Israelites, right? And that's what it means by we seek a new earth and a new heaven. So hopefully this video was edifying, Akim. Until next time, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kol Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.